Alright, you read the title of the video? I'm not going to waste your time. This is patience. It's a extremely underrated virtue, and I don't think I've spoken about how important it actually is. Now, young men like me and you who are working hard to achieve our dream lives, if you're anything like me, you spend a fair bit of time on the internet, and whether you're on, social media or not, you still understand that there's a lot of people out there who became really successful at a really young age. Now, that's all good and well for them, but it kind of, if you're as ambitious or as motivated as I am, we'll go motivated as I am, you'll kind of want be a little bit pissed off as to why that hasn't happened to you yet. And I know I'm in a situation where I see other people around me, just who have made it or who are further ahead in their journey than I am, and it's like, but I want to get there. I don't want to wait for all this shit. It's like in the gym. It has been a tough grind recently. I don't know what it is. It's just not feeling it. But I know that I've got to keep turning up in order to get to a point where I look decent, I look good. But it's like, I'm just not in the mood. I want to just snap my fingers and skip to the end when I've made it. And it's just, you sit there and go, and I guess this is what the fun's all about, going through this uncomfortable, painful stage where you understand what the end goal is going to be, and you're seeing people around you achieve that, but you haven't achieved it yet, and it's like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. But if you do start to get impatient and start to, cut corners and all that kind of stuff, it's going to screw you over. It's going to cost you more in the long run than what you think. Now, perfect example of this is the gym, really. Or there's a few good examples, I'll go through them for you. The gym is a great one, After when you start the gym, you get those noob gains, you pack on a lot of muscle pretty quickly. But after a certain amount of time, you slow up and, the progress isn't as quick. And you start to get impatient. You used to be able to gain so much muscle, you were changing so quickly, but now it doesn't happen as much. And you start thinking about steroids because you want those gains again. And it's like, in the short term, yeah, you're going to get super huge and jacked. You look amazing. But in the long run, your health is going to be cooked, your testosterone is going to be down and all this stuff, health implications. And that's essentially what impatience will cost you and do to you in every aspect of life. Another one is if you are making YouTube videos like myself. If you start, when you start, you're making content, authentic content, but, you may go through a slump and thinking maybe that it's, you got to optimize for, retention and viewership and click-through rate and all that kind of stuff. And you start optimizing for clicks instead of, the content, improving just the content, or, just sticking to what you enjoy. Now, I went through a bit of a phase. It was about, maybe 3 weeks, something like that. Yeah, maybe 2 to 3 weeks. And my numbers were way down on what they were, my channel was trajectory upwards, and then it just stopped. It even went down. It went down a little bit, and I'm still new to this whole YouTube thing, so I kind of don't. I haven't experienced that properly before, but I was like, oh shit, what's wrong with my channel? What am I doing wrong? I hadn't changed the style of my content at all, and I haven't really been talking about anything different. And I'm like, oh, what am I doing wrong? So I start Googling, why is my channel not growing anymore? You know, all this stuff. And it's like, you know, you gotta optimize your thumbnails and, you know, edit your videos to improve retention. And I was like, and I thought about it, and then I realized that that's not why I make YouTube videos. I don't make YouTube videos for clicks, you know, for views, for retention, for click-through rate. I make them because I enjoy them and that I think they will be valuable to someone like you know? And so I decided not to start, you know, editing the shit out of my videos and whatnot, but, you know, and my channel did continue to like stagnate for another week or so. I thought, oh, I'll stick it out, you know? Nothing lasts forever, and it didn't. My channel then just took off, and I gained about, I think my channel, I think it doubled in like a week in size. I think I went from about 40 subscribers to about 80 or 90 in a week. Now that might not seem like a lot, but that's the equivalent of like a 500,000 subscriber channel gaining 500,000 in a week, and you know, reaching 1 million. Like that was crazy. I'm like, holy shit! Like my numbers were through the roof. My impressions were way up, and all this stuff. And it's like awesome. I stuck to what I enjoy making, and I stayed patient, and I reaped the rewards. And you know, this whole point of being patient and trusting the process is so important, because not only are you going to see true rewards and you're going to reap those rewards in their truest form, you are, oh, I've gone blank again. Sorry. You're going to reap those rewards in their truest form, and that patience will save you from building a improper foundation, if that makes sense, you know? Trusting the process will help you build a strong foundation, whether it's in the gym or it's a YouTube channel, building a strong base of followers, rather than, you know, just optimizing, you know, skipping the hard work, you know, optimizing for followers and all that, and just getting clicks and having this mixed bag audience of people that, you know, you can't really relate to, you know, and it's going to eventually hurt you in the long run, you know, when you try and convert those followers into an online course or whatever it is. You're not going to get nearly as many as you should, because you haven't hit your target audience, and you haven't optimized. When I say haven't optimized for an audience, you haven't put your attention and your content to a certain person. Now I know who I'm putting these videos out to, and if you're watching them, I hope you're the right person. But I'm not trying to bring in other audiences. Like, I know my target audience is not middle-aged women, you know? And if I start getting middle-aged women in my follower base, I'm doing something wrong. And, you know, the numbers may go up, but they're not valuable, and they're not people I can relate with. If that makes sense. Now, Well, I think I'm just about finished with this, little spiel. I want to just wrap up by saying, it's never the road. The road to success is never easy, and you should never expect it to be easy. So, naturally, you have to be patient and you have to trust the process, because it will happen. You got to keep telling yourself it will happen. Whether it may take long, it may be short. I say this a lot. It will happen. So you've got to just stick to the process and stay patient. Stay patient. Cutting corners and getting impatient and all this stuff will cost you in the long run, and it will most likely result in you not achieving your dream life. It's been tried and true. All the people who trust the process and stay patient have made it. But you see people who cut corners, they may make it initially, but then they come crashing down. And you don't want to be one of those guys who falls into irrelevance. At least before you've made it, set yourself up. Anyways, if you like my content, I'm doing one-on-one coaching. It's 90% off at the moment. It's only $5 or whatever. So if that was something you're interested in, come chat with me for, an hour or so. There'll be a top link in the description. Now, if you are still here at the end of the video, I love you. And remember, life is what you make it.